Hi, I'm going to talk to you today about the state of Raku in 2023. I know some of you are Perl developers, some of you are Raku developers. Either way, I thought you might be interested in what has happened in the last year. There's a lot to go through, and I don't have much time, so I'll just say the state of the Raku is good, and I guess that's it. I might have time for just a little bit more than that, so I want to talk to you about our ecosystem, our community growth, and technical developments. On the ecosystem, the past year and a half has seen a big transition from relying on the wonderful CPAN ecosystem to host Raku modules to moving more towards Fez, which I won't get into all the reasons why that transition made sense, but it has helped us do a lot of things that are a little bit more Raku specific and has been overall a good transition. We've also seen a tremendous growth in the number of modules available across ecosystems, so more and more Raku modules continue to be published. Very excited about that. We've also put a lot of effort in this past year into new documentation front end. The content of the documentation stayed the same, but we've gone from that website to this website. So it's been not only a total cosmetic overhaul, but also a change in the way we go from source to the website. And that's going to enable a lot more in terms of multilingual documentation, a lot more in terms of just different ways to consume the documentation in a way that is beginner friendly and helpful to new raccoons. And then in turning to the second point I wanted to talk about is the growth in Raku ecosystem, growth in the Raku community as a whole. We continue to have thriving IRC, Mastodon, Reddit, et cetera communities. We've also seen growth in terms of the traffic we get for the Raku Advent Calendar, for various blogs. We also have seen some improvements in the way, Stack Overflow, or I put very little stock in these metrics. They're all kind of fuzzy, but in fact, I put so little stock in them that I'm not even sure how to pronounce TOB, whatever that index is. But the point is, generally these metrics, even if they're not reliable, they're headed in the right direction. So Raku Advent Calendar has been getting increasing traffic every year. For the TOB or whatever index Raku has, for the first time just last month, made it into the top 50 languages, which is as far down as they really track. Stack Overflow, some of y'all may have seen the why developers love Rust. It's the most admired language. Apparently Raku is currently the 7th most admired language. So again, I don't know that these mean anything, but they're all kind of headed in the right direction. And then finally, in my last minute or two, I want to talk about technical changes in Raku. The past year has really been focused on approaching version 6e. As many of you know, Raku's first version was 6c, then we're currently on 6d. We're getting ready, hopefully, to release a 6e sometime in the midterm, nearish future. The big feature push that we've been working on is Raku AST, which is the abstract syntax tree that will allow, among other features, really first-class macros and some meta-programming features that Raku has had some support for, but much more in an experimental way with 6e that will land in a very real way. And part of what we've done to push through a lot of these technical changes is we had the first ever Raku Core Summit, which was very helpful in making some of these changes. I'll refer you to Jonathan Worthington's wonderful technical write-up of it. He published a blog recently. So in general, I'll end where I started. It's been a good year. If we extrapolate that into the future, Raku has a bright future. But I hope that's how things go. Thank you.